Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a nice night of sleep. Today's Friday, the last day of our little series, the last day of the week for us. Remember, every episode is Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. Eastern. And today's episode is going to be on Jim Rohn's key formula for success. It's something that's really inspired me and that's really helped me throughout the year, so I will looking forward to sharing it with you. Success is not hard. Success is easy. If you don't believe me, you can read Jim Rohn. He was a pioneer in the personal development and self-help space, in the self-improvement movement in the last century now, in the 20th century. And some of his students were best-selling author Darren Hardy and Tony Robbins. And this guy has studied success for over 50 years. He's gone now, but he had studied success for over 50 years, and he knows what he's talking about, and we're going to learn from him. We're going to continue learning from him because we've done a couple of episodes on him already. I think this is episode 5 or 6 in this little playlist. And the theme of this morning's video is the key formula to success. His own key formula to success, you'll see, is very simple. It can be for any areas of your life, so your health or your relationships or your job, your work, your ambitions, your dreams, your goals. And I'm really excited to get started because, as I said, this is something that was very valuable to me. Let's start with today's summary. In part 1, we'll read and ponder on a passage by Jim Rohn on his book that we've been studying in the last few days, titled Leading an Inspired Life. We're going to take a little parallel view to this concept by reading the passage from Jeff Olson's book titled The Slight Edge, another really good book. I will add it to our reading list. And we'll see how easy success really is. In part 2, we'll take our journal and do some exercises like we do every single day, and so that we can, exercise on what we've learned. It's important to always practice what we learn, so that because this is actually how you achieve anything, is by taking action, not just studying. In part 3, I'll guide you through a visualization technique so that everything really sinks in. And remember, creating this blueprint in our mind before going into the material world. In part 4, empowering affirmations, I'll ask you to repeat after me. Last but not least, I will guide you through a meditation of observation and mindfulness. I hope you're excited. If you are, please hit the like button and let's get started. Welcome to the channel. If we've never met, my name is Raphael. On this channel, Monday to Friday, we do a morning show here every single morning where we read some inspiring passages from the best self-improvement, self-development, self-growth books, however you want to call them, positive psychology, ancient philosophy, and then we practice them with some exercise, some journaling. We do some affirmations, empowering affirmations every day. We do some visualizations exercises every day, as well as some meditations. So if this is interesting to you, please do consider subscribing to the channel and pushing the notification bell so that you're alerted every time we post new content. Also, in the description to this video, I will link our recommended reading lists, and you can also sign up for our free worksheets. I create free worksheets for every single episode so that you have all the exercises and affirmations directly in your inbox every day. The only thing you need to do is to subscribe to the newsletter, and that's it. You get it in your email. And no spam, I promise. And what else? That's it. Let's get started. Let's start by reading a passage by Jim Rohn from his book Leading an Inspired Life. He says, and I quote, "It all comes down to a philosophical phrase. The things that are easy to do are also easy not to do." I love that. That is the difference between success and failure, between daydreams and ambitions. Here's the key formula for success. A few disciplines practiced every day. Those disciplines have to be well thought out. What should you spend your time doing? You don't want to waste your time on things that are not going to matter. But a few simple disciplines can change your whole economic future. A few simple disciplines can change your future with your family, your business, your enterprise, your career. Success is a few simple habits, good habits, repeated every day. You have got the choice right now of one or two easies, easy to do or easy not to do. I can tell you in one sentence how I got rich by the time I was 31. I did not neglect to do the easy things I could do for 6 years. That's the key. I found something easy I could do that led to fortune, and I did not neglect to do it. End of quote. And I really like this. Success is easy, just a few disciplines practiced every day. This really reinforces what we do here every single day together, actually. We learn, we act, we document, we visualize, we meditate, we affirm every single day, 20, 30 minutes maximum. I don't think I've published the 30 minutes one yet. But 20, 30 minutes, very easy, very simple, just follow along. It's easy to turn on YouTube every morning with a podcast and do those exercises. I hope it is. So let me know in the comment. But it's also really easy not to do it. It's easy to come to YouTube and to want to do these episodes with us and just go watch some cat videos or some other distractions, right? So it's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. So even though success is easy, so is failure. You get to choose where you want to end up by making micro decisions. In the first few episodes that we did on this channel were exactly on that subject. You want to live to your highest potential. So how do you do that? By making micro decisions every day. Remember, good decisions bring you 0.1% closer to your optimal self, to your full capabilities. Bad decisions, on the other hand, they sink you back into this false sense of comfort. So they sink you back down, underground. It's very simple. Either up or either down. Good decision up, bad decision down. At the end of the day, you can calculate, did you go up or did you go down? At the end of the year, at the end of 10 years, and at the end of your life too. Let's now read a short passage from Jeff Olson's book that I mentioned earlier. This book is called The Slight Edge, and I read that ages ago, but I really highly recommend that you have a look. It's in our reading list. He says, and I quote, "The things that take you out of failure and up towards survival and success are simple. So simple, in fact, that it is easy to overlook them. Extremely easy to overlook them. It is easy to overlook them because when you look at them, they seem insignificant. They are not too big, swiping things that take huge effort. They are not heroic or dramatic. Mostly they are just little things you do every day and that nobody else would even notice. They are things that are so simple to do, yet successful people actually do them, while unsuccessful people only look at them and don't take action." End of quote. And that's the difference. Either you do the simple things you know you're supposed to do and you become successful, whatever successful means to you, or you overlook them since they're so small you won't notice in the short term. So you won't really notice yourself going to success or to failure. But this is why we practice here. We practice mindfulness and we visualize ourselves doing it so that you do take action. Does this resonate with you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I want to finish this part before we get into journaling with the last little passage by Jim Rohn. He says, I quote, "Here's the formula for failure. Errors in judgment repeated every day. All you've got to do is have a few errors in your judgment and repeat them every day, and I'm telling you, they'll spin out of control in 10 years. End of quote. And I love this again because I can repeat myself, but bear with me. Usually, when something is repeated a million times, means it's really important. So bear with me, especially when it is repeated multiple times by great thinkers, right? So now we had Jim Rohn, and he said the same thing as Jeff Olson, that ultimately said the same thing as we studied in the Stoic philosopher a few weeks back, and so on. So when we repeat things, don't get bored. It means that it's really, really important. So as I was saying, this all goes back to our first ever video on this morning show series. I will link the video up there or in the comment section. But what it was about is that every day you have a multitude of micro decisions to make. Some that push you forwards, upwards, towards the best version of yourself, and some that pull you back into that comfort zone, right? And believe me, there is nothing more uncomfortable than the comfort zone. The comfort zone is really uncomfortable. We should change the term comfort zone. It's like something you can't really get out of because it's a false sense of comfort. It's fake. It's not real. Okay, guys, let's go to the next section of our routine with our journals. Take out your journals. Take out your worksheets if you've got them in your inbox this morning. And they're free, by the way. I've mentioned those before. Sign up. It's just easier to get all the exercises. So answer those questions, the following questions. 1. What can I do to achieve my goals that I'm not doing now? Next question. Why am I not doing it? Third, what am I scared of? Number 4, what things do I need to work on that I'm not working on now? Could be very, very, very little things, by the way. Next, what easy things do I postpone because they are easy to overlook? Last but not least, what will I do right now to get me closer to where I want to be in life? Now, take those questions, and if you want, you can pause this episode and get writing. By the way, you're welcome to send me the answers to those questions, either by email or on Instagram, or you can even post them on our Facebook support group and, share notes and support each other. That's why I created this group, so that we can be a little community and help each other out. And let's move to our next part today, visualization. Very important. Close your eyes. I want you to visualize one task that is super easy to do every single day. And yet, you don't do it. Now visualize yourself doing it. Take your time. And then when it is done, visualize yourself doing it again. It's very small, so it's very fast. And then when you're done, visualize yourself doing it again. And then when it's done, visualize doing it again. And again. And again. And again. And again. How do you feel? How does that make you feel? Proud? It's easy, it's automatic, it's a habit, it's just flowing. And what progress did you make? It's so easy, so just do it. Let's move on to our affirmations now. Our empowering affirmations, repeat them out loud after me. I am what I consistently do. Tiny things plus consistency plus time equals success. I am proactive. Success is easy. I practice small disciplines every single day. Every day I show up not only for myself, but also for the people I care about. And on that note, if your eyes are not closed, please do close them. Let's start on our meditation. And today we're going to continue on the path of observation and non-action. Just observe. Observe and accept. Observe where you are, accept where you are. Observe who you are, accept who you are. It is only by accepting where you are today and who you are today that you will have the power to move forward. In order to grow into great ambitions, we need to practice humility. In order to grow, we need to know where we are. And so we practice with this meditation observing our breath, observing the depth of a breath, but not changing it, observing the rhythm of our breath, but not changing it, observing the sensation of the air going up through our lungs, down and out, but not changing it. Observing tensions we might have in our body, maybe in our shoulders, in our necks, in the lower back, in our knees, but not changing it. Let's practice being mindful of where we are, of who we are. If it helps, you can count your breaths. You don't have to. Only if it helps, up to 20, and if you get lost, go back to 1. can lose focus of your breath now, and let's take control of it. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose, down from the belly. And on the exhalation, gently open your eyes. Well done for today. Some very interesting stuff. Next week we will continue on some Jim Rohn and move to another author, another teacher, another book. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, click the like button. If you've not done so already, please subscribe to the channel. If you would like to contribute to this channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee. I really appreciate. I do enjoy my coffees. If you want to have the free worksheets, sign up to the newsletter. And of course, check out our suggested reading list and our little community on Facebook. If you want to say hi, if you need any help, if you have any questions, send me a message on Instagram. I will see you Monday. Take care. Ciao.